how did the real estate business, the investor, how did that came about?
Well, I can sense your love, just like I have this love for multifamily.
I know, right?
It's like, this
Cool.
is not business, this is life. And this is all about building legacy. And I believe that for most of us, we just are missing the information. And now that we're exposed to information, whether it's from a seminar, a conference, an event, which was where I was exposed to it, now we can't unhear it. And it's up to us to either take that information and apply it and make it happen, or ignore it and say that's not for me, or it's not the right time, and delay the success. So action takers, they're they think about, how can this work for me? Once they understand it. And we jumped in, I would say, a year of learning. And then that second year, we started applying and buying properties with partners like you guys. And we're on our seventh property that just closed. And we have 2 others accepted LOIs at the moment. And our PSAs are being redlined. And we'll be in 2 more properties within the next couple of months.
Wow, good job. That's amazing. But so when would you form a team? Talk about the Model Investor Alliance and how was that formed? Because I believe that you guys started investing by yourself, you and Tim.
We did.
That's passive.
I would say we did. We believe in passive investing first, just so that you can ask questions and understand what you're doing and what you're getting into. If you want to be an investor, invest first. And that's a model that has been demonstrated to us. We invested passively with people that we wanted to ride on GP teams with. And that's how we worked. But before that is residential flipping, fix and flip, 1 door at a time, single family, lots of lessons there. We're now, 25 years into real estate, and all of that knowledge, I believe, was for such a time as this, that we could then have it applied to multifamily once we understood the model. And Model Investor Alliance comes back to modeling investing and creating an alliance of people that are like-minded that want to accomplish the same goals.
That's amazing. And that's the opportunity and the type of education that a lot of people I didn't have that. I never heard about multifamily. I lived in apartments before. I drove through them, and we all, in my head at the time, I thought it was just owned by banks and people, and we had no chance. And I was like, this is not available. But a platform like yourselves of, bringing investors and educating them what the investment is. And that's just incredible, and I'm super glad to be, to watch you guys where the growth is, being a part of a ConnectCon, which I want to promote here on this show today in just a little bit. But, talk about what is your ecosystem now, what you guys are trying to do for the investors to be part of your program and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I think we had a kickstart back in the staging and design industry when we created a training and coaching company. I figured out what worked and what didn't work. What did people need? We were giving too much information, actually. Most people don't give enough, but we were literally overpowering with information. And so going into multifamily, we took the best of the best and had that knowledge applied. So now we see it almost as a sport. I think business is sport and sport is business. And if we're going to get on a football field, we better have the right partners, the right players, suited up, ready to go, knowing the playbook, or people get hurt. And that's how it is in multifamily. We thought we need a training system that gets them ready for first quarter, second quarter, halftime, third, and winning the game. So we really broke down our modules and our training by, first quarter is literally finding the asset, raising money for the asset, and all the things that happen at the beginning. second quarter is actually closing. Did you know 1 out of 2 properties are not even going to close? And it's very sad. Why? Because people aren't ready. The game changed, right? Whether it is loans, whatever's going on. Then that third quarter is actually owning the asset. Fourth quarter is closing out and getting it ready to sell. And we have not been in that quarter yet because of the seasonality of the game, the industry. But we want to make sure that every asset, we know where we are. And in that quarter, in that season, we maximize it. And my goal is to always get a double. So people say a double in 10. I want to get the double in 5 to 7 years on an asset. One of our assets will have a double in 3 years.
Let's go. And it's interesting that when someone understand the concept of the real estate, they'll never do a single family again, because in the mind of that's how Dell and I started, like having one house, and then how can we scale this? And then it was like 1, 2 houses, 3, 4, 5. And then you're managing those and like it's going crazy. Instead of investing with a group of folks that would make it so much easier. And it was like no brainer. I'll tell you this, and this is a message by Neander and Jana. If you guys are thinking of buying one single family right now, consider coming to a team that will push you forward, that you already started already only 137 units per se.
Right. I mean, we're buying
you don't have
businesses.
to do any of the work.
For sure. I think going from a single family mindset to a multifamily mindset is we have to understand we're buying businesses that should cash flow day one. They already have a team in place, that a coaching staff that we can come in, we can either shift it if we need to, but it's a moving target on this transition. And so we have to be able to be prepared for takeover. And this is a business that we're going to appreciate, add value to. But I can't imagine once you learn this and you do it with the right people, that you guys are not just continuing to have hundreds of millions of dollars in assets. It absolutely can happen.
Waking up to success, now we getting it started. This is the real grind. Everything you've been wanting, building an empire, no question. Talking about real estate, investing, making the millions, no stopping. While we sip on gourmet coffee.